Well, hello there, Scorpio. It's me, Kate. Spirit has been on me to do this again, and I have been resistant and doing other things and trying other stuff. And finally got to the point where it's like, you're going to do the thing. So here I am. We're doing the thing. And it's Aries season, so we might as well do the thing in Aries season, right? So, messages for Scorpio. What is happening for Aries season? How have you been? Drop a comment down below. What is going on for Scorpio? My Scorpio friends are moving, so we'll see what's going on with you. This is a Celtic cross reading, and then we are going to and I'm sorry, the cards are very glary, but we will be doing Celtic cross. We will be doing some oracle cards, some animal totems, and we're going to do an I Ching at the end and see what message we have for you, Scorpio. So I'm sorry about the glare. I've got to get my lights set up. I've got like these big professional lights and everything. I just, I've got to set up my space, but I got to get back into the flow. So you're going to have to deal with a little bit of glare. Ace of Swords is covering or crossing you for good or bad. Four of Swords, interesting. High Priestess in the past. The Ten of Cups could come into fruition. The World. Sagittarius got this in the same position, and then Aries got it in the outcome. So interesting, the World keeps showing up, but you have like Sag was like all wands and an intuitive energy, like do. And anyway, I won't tell you all about them. You can go watch them if you want to, but I just find it interesting. You guys got like swordsy stuff happening. Page of Swords and the energy around you. And yeah, I'm sorry, this setup isn't the greatest. You're basically at my work desk. So, Five of Cups in your hopes and dreams. Are you feeling like you like lost something? Like something's not going the way you want? And then you got the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. Yeah. All right. You're almost where you want to be. You're almost. It's really, really close. It's right in front of you. And lots of happiness, too, coming in front of you. Let's put these over here. And we'll pull clarifiers if we need to. But let's talk this through, and let's figure out what's going on for you. So you are the Page of Pentacles, or that is the most influential energy that is around you, and that is a message about something material. Could be a message about a job, message about money, message about a project that you've been working on, and like, you know, like you've been designing all these things and now it's going to print or something. Something has become manifest. A seed, a message is now like germinating, right? Okay, so that's a Page of Pentacles. So that's kind of like where you are. But what's crossing you is this Ace of Swords, and it's crossing or covering you. And this is an idea. This is like, you know, you're falling asleep in the middle of the night and you like get an idea and it just like pops into your head, you know, and it really is depicted well on this particular card. You know, we see her like with her eyes closed and like this idea, this spark is happening in her mind. So swords are mental energy, and this spark of an idea is coming forth. And so for good or bad, you know, this could be a negative thought, a negative occurrence, and then you're like kind of spiraling around that and spinning. You got a brain spin around that particular idea. Or it could be the start of a good idea. So it depends on what is going on with you. At the root of your reading, the basis here, the Four of Swords, which is the rest and rejuvenation card. It's time to take a nap. It's time to take a step. I always love when this card shows up and it's like, nap? Well, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm going to go take one. But it is a time of rest. you have been going through a period of receiving information, and you've got Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords coming in, and then this Four of Swords. Like, I think you're being asked to rest with this intuitive energy, because at the bottom of the deck, we've got this Nine of Wands coming in. The Nine of Wands the Ten of Wands is like dead, done. You're done. Like, time to move on to the next project, right? Nine of Wands is like, oh my gosh, when is this project ever going to be over? I'm so tired of working on this thing. So Nine of Wands is kind of like again, we're still doing this. Nine of Wands is like, you want to be done. You're so close to being done. And this is like gosh, can I just give up? And Nine of Wands is saying, no, you can't give up. You got to keep moving on this. But you have this new energy coming in. So I think what's going on here, because your negative feelings, this is the position of your negative feelings. You've got the Six of Swords, and that's like, I'm out of here. I'm getting in my boat and I'm going over there because I am done with this. And you've got this like newish energy coming in, this new like message with the Page of Pentacles, the new ideas with the Ace of Swords. And then you've got this like negative vibe going on with these guys. Like, I'm done with this. I just want to be done. And what this reading is telling you is it's time to take a step back and just rest for a moment. Take a few deep breaths, sort of spiritual deep breaths with your High Priestess here. Take a few deep breaths and relax. It is not time necessarily to move on, but it's going to be very soon, because you got the World card right here, right before you, right? And the World card is the completion. It's even more than the Ten of Wands completion. This is like completion of the hero's journey, completion of the whole story. But I think you preemptively are so like exhausted by whatever situation is before you that you're like, I just want to go. I want to take off. I just want to check out of this entire situation. Because Six of Swords is like, yeah, I'm out of here. And so this is in your negative. So you have a negative vibe about what's up, whatever's going on, even though you're in a positive position of almost getting to completion. And you've got the Ten of Cups up here. Like this, get to the Ten of Wands, like just get to the completion of this project. And you're going to have what you want. You're going to get what you want. But I think there's this like new thing that's coming in almost preemptively of like, hey, what about this? Hey, you could go like work over here. Or hey, what about this team? Hey, what about this other stuff? And so it's kind of like maybe drawing your attention away. And this reading is telling you to take a step back. We know you're tired. We know you're like done with this, but you're not quite done. But when you get to quite done, that all of the good stuff is there for you. Now, in your external factors, you've got Page of Swords, which is a message about the idea. So you've got this genesis of the idea, and then there's an external force, an external factor, that a message from the outside that's going to come in, and it's related to like thinking process, related to your idea, related to an intuition you have. Whatever the spark is, there's more information coming about this. So, you need to wait until the message, the information that you need comes before you leave, but you really want to leave. So my solution to this, I want out of this, is to rest. Take that nap. You have permission from Kate. She's telling you it's time to take a break. It's time to rest. In your hopes and wishes, the thing that you want is a really negative. It's like the Five of Cups. I think Five of Cups is like getting fixated on the negative side of things, right? Because she's got good stuff behind her, but she's focusing on the negatives in front of her. And we get to, we have our minds. Our minds are wonderful tools and terrible masters. And whatever you focus on grows. And it's so much easier, in my opinion, to focus on the negative things and to look at them and focus on them. But then they grow, right? And that's not what we want. You need to look at the positives of this negative situation that you want to escape from and realize that there are some benefits there. I've lived in a lot of different places. I couldn't even count the number of times that I have moved, but every single place had good stuff about it and every place had bad stuff about it. And but it's funny because there's some places I would never go back to, and I don't even think about those places. But there's one place in particular where it's like, why did I leave? Like, why did I leave? But when I was there soaking in it, I knew everything that was wrong. I could point out like, this was wrong and that was wrong. And now, all of the bad things about it, but the overall place was a very wonderful place. But I wasn't seeing that. I was Five of Cups seeing on the whole situation and looking at the negatives about being there rather than really appreciating the amazing beauty of the place and everything that I love about it and everything I miss about it. And you're doing that with this particular situation. You're seeing the negatives and wanting to escape from the negatives before you're done because you have this new stuff coming in and it's enticing you. And I think that's what like your hopes and dreams are being clouded by this. The outcome, we've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is, being in control of your mind, which is the solution to your hopes and wishes being blocked here. When you focus your mind on the things that you want to focus on, the things that you want to grow. And if you look at, like, it's kind of interesting the way the whole layout is. He's looking this way, right? He's looking at the world. When you focus on the world and you really look at the world, or maybe he's looking over here at the Ten of Cups, I could move things around to make it look that way if you wanted me to. But what you focus on grows. If you put your energy, your focus, your energy and attention on something, it grows. So stop looking at the negatives about this situation and focusing on like, screw these guys, I want to go home and playing the whole Cartman experience and start focusing on the things that you want. There is a conclusion to this. It is coming. It is coming. It is right here. And if you focus on what you want out of that situation and the good things about the situation, those things will manifest and you're going to get your conclusion the way you want. But if you do the screw you guys, I'm going home, the whole Cartman situation and like leave, take your toys and leave, you're going to miss out on the good stuff. So take a rest. Connect with your intuition. Because when you rest and you get out of the spinning thought patterns, you can create the thing that you want. I'm going to pull a clarifier on, geez Louise. I'm just going to pull I was going to say pull a clarifier on this whole situation. And I pulled the Sun, which is the most positive part of the deck. And, it's the best thing, right? So you've got the world, you've got the Sun, you've got the Ten of Cups. You've got really, really great things before you, but you need to take a break and get your mind focused on what you want, not on the negative parts of things. And here's the other thing. It's like, so I've had a long career. I've worked a lot of jobs and I've done a lot of projects, a lot of big projects, a lot of projects with lots of moving pieces. And when you get the project done and you get here, I mean, there's a lot of crap that happens. And there's so many times where you're like, this isn't working. I want to go home. But when you take a break and you rest and you can come back and solve all of those problems. And it happens very, very quickly and easily. I'm going to pull another clarifier on that Five of Cups and just see if there's more information that Spirit wants to give us about that. Five of Wands. And that's chaos. It's like all these guys are fighting with their sticks and there's fire and there's everybody's like, wah. So there may just be like you're focused on the interpersonal drama around that situation. And that's what's getting you down. It's not necessarily the completion of the project or the completion of the thing, whatever it is. But it's like if people would just stop being complete and total idiots, that would be really nice. Except I have a newsflash for you. That no one ever stops being a complete and total idiot. If they are indeed a complete and total idiot, it is just a part of life. So let's pull some oracle cards and see what we get about this entire situation. We get a dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So I got nothing to say about that. That might be our Five of Wands person is causing that problem, or it might be the solution. Depends on what's going on with your individual situation. You will know the answer to that. We've got Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I think that comes from the rest, from getting in touch with your intuition. And we've got that Page of Pentacles down there. And then, of course, that's all the good stuff, right? The Sun, the World, and the Ten of Cups. Those are all the good things. That's happy home, happy family. It's you shining like the sun and getting the attention for it and being the center of attention. It's the world, having all of the things that you want. But you just got to get through this bumpy part because you've got good things coming. But don't get too embroiled in all of the crazy nonsense. Don't focus on this because that's going to happen no matter what, The people acting crazy and fighting with each other and all of the crazy stuff. It happens no matter what, but it doesn't bother you if you don't let it bother you and you don't give it any attention or focus. If you focus on the end goal of the things that you want, that stuff's it's not even going to be an issue. You've got the Bull. Plenty of material things. What more can you ask for? Just more confirmation that there is good things, good material things coming from this situation. Just don't focus on the negative stuff. And the Sunrise goes right nice next to the sun. New creative ideas, which harkens back to that Ace of Swords that we got. New ventures, a fresh start. That also just kind of goes along with the World too. And these cards, these tea leaf cards, oh wow, one is out of sync there. There are so many of them and I shuffle like crazy. And so when something comes out from these tea leaf cards, and that it is just like an absolutely massive deck. So when something comes out of here, it's meant to be there. And so these are all, well, I was going to pull one more, wasn't I? I want to pull, oh no, I've got 4. 4 was my number. 4 corners, 4 directions. That's what we got. And it all just supports everything you've got here. You've got the money. You've got the completion of your project. You've got the end result of what it is that you want. You've got money coming. Plenty of material things. And a new creative idea like that, the pages. You've got the page of swords and you got the Page of Pentacles. You got stuff coming in. So you just got to get rest. Don't get mired into other people's stuff. Don't get mired into the negative thinking of screw you guys, I'm going home. Could be an actual Cartman situation. In which case, you just got to find the guy that kills Kenny and then that's the end of the episode. So there's your advice. For your animal oracle, you get the Lizard and excuse me while I bend over and pull out the book because I don't remember any of these. This is the oldest deck and book that I've ever had. I think I bought this before I bought anything else. I don't even remember why I bought it, but Lizard is about dreaming. So she is she's dreaming, eyes closed, pulling in all of that good spiritual energy. So Lizard is about dreaming. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality, where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created, there's a whole story about being eaten by a snake. Lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. The shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting. Yeah, so just don't resist whatever's happening, but don't get, pull your energy back. Allow the contrast, the BS to happen. If Lizard dreamed a space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. Psst. Is it your fears, your future trying to catch up to you, or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humanness? Pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. So, Spirit is trying to help you through this soon-to-be-ended project. It's not going to go on forever. Nothing ever does. It always finds a conclusion eventually. And then we die. Yeah, I know, I'm super positive. Actually, just morbidly comedic, or at least attempting to be. So now I am going to throw all these guys back into my pile for the next reading. And then I'll have to shuffle for like 7 hours. But I would like to do something unusual for you. I'm going to do an I Ching, whatever you want to call it. I use coins. These are old British pence coins or whatever. I found them and they were like the perfect size for like doing I Chings. So that's what I use them for. And now I just kind of go by how I see things lining up. I think that. So I got heads, tails, tails, tails. And then I got a book for that too. And this is something I've been doing for like forever. What I got? Heads, tails, heads, right? Heads, tails, heads. And then I've got all tails on the bottom. That is hexagram 35. And then that silver one is the moving line. What do you got to worry about, Scorpio? You're doing all right. You got success, winning, popularity. Everybody loves a winner. The king sees you 3 times in one day. Oh, well, isn't that special? Sun over the earth, triumph and success, a sunny day. The story is of the Marquis of Kang being awarded territory and horses by King Wu. If the king sees you 3 times in one day, you are in favor. You're the tops, the favorite. Make the best of it. Nothing lasts forever. That sun card came out. What more do you want? All right, so you got line 2. The silver one is the one here that's moving. And it saddens you that jealous colleagues make progress difficult. Well, okay, that could have been the 5 of wands over there. Do not worry. Your talents will be noticed by an enlightened leader, and you will receive help. Patience will get you there. So yeah, just if everybody's fighting, maybe they're just jealous of you. Happens all the time. My last like major job was like that. I was doing big things, and everybody was trying to cut me down because my department was the one like making money. And so like people who were like parallel to me, they were like jealous and all this BS sniping. I am never working in a big company ever again. So this just has to do with being a winner. Line 2 indicates you may not make it on your own unless you get help, and help is on the way. So don't worry about it. You just need to take a break. Yes, you have a bunch of BS around you, Scorpio. You're a Scorpio. You know how to deal with BS. Just instead of being the eagle all the time, maybe it's time to be the scorpion and get your stinger out. No, don't do that. We don't want to hurt anybody. Just be patient. Go into that 4 of Swords space. Take that nap. Rest. Relax. Rejuvenate. Get connected with your intuition. Keep focused on what it is that you're trying to create here. The world. The 10 of Cups. The sun. You have a bunch of BS around you, but you are going to make it through more than fine. I believe in you, Scorpio. If this reading was helpful to you, I would love to know. Leave a comment so I know, like, hey, what's going on? And if it wasn't helpful, you can leave a comment and tell me, like, I'm full of it. I don't really care. I deal with haters pretty well, and I deal with Scorpios really well, too. There was a time in my life all I dated was Scorpios, so I know you people. And I love you people. My husband has a bunch of stuff in Scorpio, and I love him, even though he drives me nuts sometimes. So anyway, I love you, Scorpio. I am glad you're here, and I will see you next time.